It's the ultimate travel guide from the people who know it best. Weekends with Yankee. Back in the test kitchen, Amy shows us a deliciously simple baked scallop recipe that can be made any night of the week.
Going out on a scalloping boat from Edgartown Harbor was absolutely one of the highlights of my fall. It was so cool to watch these little gorgeous scallops coming out of the water. I made them into a fresh crudo on the boat, which obviously didn't involve any cooking. In this case, though, I am going to cook with them. If you don't like to eat raw scallops, you can do this dish, which is basically a baked scallop dish with a really delicious kind of lemon, vermouth, and garlic sauce. It is very easy. It's elegant. It could be something you serve at a dinner party, but it's also really an everyday kind of repertoire dish. So we're going to start by putting 1.5 pounds of these bay scallops into a buttered 9x13 baking dish. And I've just washed, rinsed, and patted the scallops dry with some paper towels. Okay, so I've got these in the bottom of my pan, and now I'm gonna make a really simple sauce. Just start with 5 tablespoons of salted butter, and I'm gonna melt that. My butter's foaming, there's little bubbles. That means it's nice and hot and ready to go. So I'm gonna add my garlic. And let that cook really briefly, just about a minute. I don't want the garlic to burn. I just want it to release all that yummy flavor into the butter. Okay, so this is ready. I'm gonna actually take it off the heat. And off the heat, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of lemon juice and 2.5 tablespoons of vermouth. So here we go. We're gonna pour this over the scallops. That looks really good. Now, that might seem kind of liquidy right now, but we're going to add a topping that will absorb some of that liquid. So I've got 3/4 cup of panko breadcrumbs. So I'm going to sprinkle that over. Okay, then we've got 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. I'm going to sprinkle that on top. Just a little even, and this will brown really beautifully. And then we have 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt over the top, and 1/2 teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. So that's it. This is ready to go into a 350-degree oven, and that'll cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. You'll want to check at 15 minutes. Okay, so my kitchen smells amazing, and my scallops are done, so I'm just gonna go get them out. Gorgeous. That looks so good. I've got a little salad that I made with some vinaigrette, just some simple greens, some crusty bread, and a glass of wine. It's like the perfect winter meal. It's a consolation for the cold weather outside, and it's bright and fresh. It just makes you come back to life. So I'm gonna give this a taste. Wow. It's like the sweetness of the scallops, the crunch of the panko. Parmesan gives it like a little bit of a nutty flavor, and then you've got the acidity of the lemon and the vermouth. This is just such a good combination. I love winter for scalloping. I love going out scalloping. This is a great meal. So for this and any of the other delicious recipes from the show, you can visit weekendswithyankee.com.